Guardians of the Galaxy 2! Okay, so I'm about to go and watch Guardians of the Galaxy 2. It's being released here in Taiwan before North America, and I'm really into the Marvel movies now. I'm invested in the story. I enjoyed Guardians of the Galaxy 1. It was so much fun. I can't wait to see this movie. It's going to be awesome. So I better get going. I'm running a little bit late. Guardians of the Galaxy 2, yes! Okay, so I'm walking to Mong Si Dai, to Dream Mall, which is right behind me over here. That's where the movie theaters are. Dream Mall is a brand new shopping mall in Tainan. There's a branch in Kaohsiung as well, Mong Si Dai. They got really nice movie theaters. So I parked my scooter and I'm on my way to the movie theater to meet Nathan. I'm excited. Okay, we're inside the shopping mall on the ground floor. Little bit late, but it's all good, almost there. So Nathan has just arrived. We're about to watch the movie. We're getting popcorn. I am super excited about this movie. How are you feeling?
I am very excited.
This is going to be awesome. Guardians of the Galaxy 2. It's good. I don't know why I'm so excited about this. Okay, so I do not know if we are in the frame. I do not know if we're in the frame, but the Guardians of the Galaxy 2, I can't wait.
Cool.
Why are we so excited?
I think it's gonna be good.
We're like little boys.
Let's go.
Let's go do it. Okay, they have opened. It's time to go in. It's time to watch the movie. Let's do it. It was a pretty good movie, yeah?
It was very good. Fun movie.
Fun movie. Score to give it out of 10?
Okay, I give it an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10, and you're saying compared to Doctor Strange?
I like Doctor Strange better.
Alright. So I'm standing here in the parking lot outside Dream Mall. I just finished watching Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Great movie. Nathan gave it an 8 out of 10. And I concur. I also give it an 8 out of 10. Great movie, solid movie, lots to speak about. So I'm walking back home from the movie. It was a pretty good movie. It had a really good balance of emotions. It was fun, it was visually very interesting, it was emotional at times, it was beautiful. It was that blend and balance that made the first movie what it was. What I mean by that is the movie had a bit of everything. It was fun, silly, emotional. It had lots of character building, so you cared for the characters. It was crazy. It was out of this world. It was visually very exciting, serious at times, funny at times. It's that very, very interesting blend and balance that Guardians of the Galaxy does so well. Okay, so this is not going to be a very long review, but the first part of this review is spoiler free, and I'll speak spoilers in a little while. So this is still spoiler free, keep on watching. The movie is what you expect from a Guardians of the Galaxy movie. It has everything the first film has. It has the silliness, it has the excitement, it has the tongue-in-cheekness, it has the cool, interesting characters and interesting visuals. But it definitely takes the visual spectacle to another level. The visuals are amazing. I'm a filmmaker, I have an interest in animation, but I look at these and I'm like, wow, how many people had to work for how long to put this thing together, and wow, what an amazing job. Beautiful, beautiful set pieces, beautiful visual roller coaster, just amazing, amazing visually. It is a lot of fun. There's a lot of laughter. Drax is really funny. Drax's character is really funny, but you learn a lot more about a lot of the characters. You learn some backstories about the characters. You learn what the characters are made of, what they're capable of, and you care more about the characters. And you get some surprises along the way. Very, very interesting in that way. The way the emotional side to things came to the front through the characters and their backstories. That was a very, very interesting element to the film. And they did some brave things with the story, which was also very, very interesting and ultimately came together very nicely at the end. So you can expect a lot of fun, some touching moments, some thoughtful, serious moments, but mainly just a lot of fun, a lot of laughter, and a lot of visual candy. So definitely check out Guardians of the Galaxy 2. It's well worth it. Okay, so now I've changed up the angle because now I am talking spoilers. So please leave the video if you haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy or 2, or if you don't want any spoilers. Here they come. Okay, so in the beginning of the story, we see everyone fighting this giant octopus monster, with Dax jumping into the mouth of the monster. Now, at this point, I thought, no, it's a bit silly. When Dax jumped into the monster, I'm like, wouldn't he get eaten by the monster? All those teeth. You know, there's no sense of danger. Everything is just fun and funny. I didn't really feel that the characters were risking anything in the beginning. I thought it was kind of silly. I was like waiting for it to become something more. But then Rocket steals the batteries from the golden race of people, the golden priestess. And then things start to get risky as they try to escape from the golden priestess. You start to realize, okay, they really have something on the line here. They might die. And you know, part of Guardians of the Galaxy is no matter the odds, everyone always has an upbeat attitude, which is cool. I like that. But I was kind of still in the beginning thinking it's a bit silly. And look, how can they get away? They went through this quantum asteroid field, and then there was certain doom, and suddenly all of the ships chasing them disappear as Ego comes and saves the day. Now this is very interesting. And when Ego came, I thought, oh, this is interesting. This is Star-Lord's father, played by Kurt Russell, very interesting character. And you see him in the opening scene of the movie, which I liked. I liked the music, I love the soundtrack, I love the throwback soundtrack. Anyway, when I first saw Ego coming to save the day, I was curious about him, but I thought, hey, Ego is the Celestial. He's the supreme being. But why does he seem like this down-to-earth, normal, chilled-out guy who speaks English? I was kind of distracted by this bit of information. But as we travel to Ego's planet, and as Ego reveals who he is, I thought it became very, very interesting. And I knew Ego was bad, and then as the dynamics between Ego and Star-Lord come into being, I thought there was a very, very interesting dynamic. And now we start to see the backstory of Rocket. We see Rocket and Yondu kind of teaming up and working together. We see Yondu's conflict and motivation. We see Rocket's conflict and motivation. We see their common trauma, their common lack of identity and lack of place in the world, and how they understand each other, the empathy between those two characters. And we see the empathy and the conflict between Gamora and Nebula, which is also very interesting. So there's a lot of like character drama going on, which I loved. I thought that was great. I thought Mantis was a very, very interesting character, and her and Drax, their interactions were hilarious. Drax was so funny in this movie, and besides being humorous, we got to understand Drax a bit more, his culture, the culture of his race, the way they speak openly about sex. So all of this like character information that we saw was very, very interesting. Now, making Ego Star-Lord's father was a very, very brave move, and I thought it was a very interesting move, and it worked very, very well, with Star-Lord at the end refusing to be a god and choosing to be a man. There's nothing wrong with being a man. That's great. And that was very powerful. I really loved that scene. So I loved the way everything came together in the end. I thought it was, as the film went on, I got more and more into it, and by the end of the film, I really, really enjoyed it. The credit scenes were very cool. I loved Baby Groot. I forgot to speak about Baby Groot. Baby Groot was awesome. He was hilarious. He was adorable. And then we see that post-credit scene with him as a teenager. That was very cool. And the very final post-credits scene with the Watchers and Stan Lee. We saw the Watchers and Stan Lee earlier on. It was also very, very interesting. We were thinking that maybe Stan Lee is going to be shown to be, I think it's a Watcher, or it's one of those beings that the writers of the cartoons are the ultimate being, but they didn't really show that. He was wearing a spacesuit. It was still very interesting. Yeah, the more the movie went on, the better it got. And at the end, I felt, wow, that had a wild range of things going on, ranging from being really silly and almost slapstick to being emotional and serious to being visually amazing. A very, very cool movie. Now, I didn't enjoy it as much as Doctor Strange, as Nathan says. Because I like a story to create a world that's very, very believable and things work within their world. Look, Doctor Strange, it's the same world as this, and it always irritates me that Marvel characters, that they all speak English wherever they go. That's like, I need there to be a world as fantastic as it can be, but it needs to make sense. And there's certain things that don't make sense, but I understand it's being adapted from the comics. And considering that, and considering the complicated lore and source material, I think they did a really good job. And balancing all of these elements and still having it be believable enough for us to be invested in the story is a hard thing to do, and they did it very well. What a blend of things it was. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 keeps Marvel's franchise alive, still totally into the story, still loving it. We did not see any Infinity Gems, Infinity Stones. We did not see Thanos. We do know how Thanos was very, very cruel to Nebula. We know more about that story, which was very interesting. Yeah, we didn't move that story forward. Adam Warlock is revealed at the end, so he's going to be in a future movie. That's interesting too. So yeah, lots going on. Very fun movie. Not the best Marvel movie in my mind, but a very good one. A solid 8. Definitely check out Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm sure you will too. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. I've got lots of videos coming out. I've got lots of tech videos, lots of vlogs. I know my channel has many different things. If I do a tech video, it's not your thing, just skip it, watch the next one. I'm going to try and organize my content in a better way in the coming year. But lots of videos coming up. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Ciao for now. Bye.